production and employment in that sectors of economy. Sectors of economy. You may recall some of the chapters from class 8th and 9th, where we discussed how people are engaged in different activities to earn their livelihoods. These activities are broadly categorized into 3 parts. That is agriculture sector and industrial sector. Next, service sector. In that agriculture sector, related activities such as fishing, forestry, mining, where nature has dominant role in the production process. In industrial sector, manufacturing process and other industries where goods are produced. In service sector, third one, service sector, tertiary or service sector, those activities that don't directly produce a good but provides services that are required in production and other services for people. How many sectors, ma? 3 sectors. One is primary and secondary. Next one, tertiary. These are the sectors. It's called as primary sector or agriculture, secondary or industrial sector. Next, third one, tertiary or service sectors. These are the sectors of economy we have. See, what is meant by production? It includes the process and methods to transform tangible inputs like raw materials, semi-finished goods, sub-assemblies.
Madam, voice cut అవుతుంది madam.
1 minute, ma. Now, is it audible, ma? Now, is it clear? My voice is clear, ma? Now?
Clear, madam.
Okay. What is mean by production? This is called, it includes the process and methods to transform tangible inputs and intangible inputs into goods or services. What is that? Transform tangible inputs and intangible inputs into goods or services. Tangible inputs means that is visible. We can see. That is raw materials, semi-finished goods, sub-assemblies. Intangible inputs means it's we can't see, we can't touchable. That is called ideas, information, knowledge. Into these are the intangible inputs. What are the ideas, information, knowledge? These are intangible inputs. Production means the process and methods to transform tangible inputs and intangible inputs into goods or services. See, what is meant by employment? It is the occupation through which a person earns a living, work and business. Occupation means, employment means it is the occupation through which a person earns a living, work and business. It is called employment. Next, sectors of economy. Already I told you what are the sectors we have in economy. There are 3 sectors, which is one primary, secondary and tertiary.
Secondary, tertiary.
Under name agriculture sector, industrial sector and service sector. See, you will find that people are engaged in various economic activities. Some of these are activities producing goods, some others are producing services. These activities are happening around us, right? Every minute, even as we speak, how do we understand these activities? By classification, these groups are also called sectors. In another name, these activities are happening around us, right? Every minute, even as we speak, how do we understand these activities? By classification of these groups are also called sectors. By nature of activity, primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Next, by nature of employment, these are organized and unorganized. Nature of ownership, these are 2, public sector and private sector. Nature of activity, there is 3 types: primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. And nature of employment, organized and unorganized sector. The basis of nature of ownership, public sector and private sector. These are the economic activities. Economic activities. Now let us go for primary sector.
మ్యామ్ వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది మేడం.
వాయిస్ కట్ అయిందమ్మా, కొంచెం బయట వస్తానమ్మా. వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది. Ma, now is it clear?
Yes ma'am.
Clear,
Okay.
madam.
Okay, in
Clear.
primary sector, okay, in primary sector, what are the goods? For example, cotton and dairy farm. See here, cotton, we are dependent on the biological process of the animals and availability of fodder. See, in primary sector, mining, cotton, dairy farm, forestry and fishing. When we produce a good by exploiting natural resources, it is an activity of the primary sector. In agriculture sector, related activities such as fishing, forestry, mining, dairy farm. Next, we'll go for secondary sector. In that, minerals and ores also in primary sector. See, in mining. In secondary sector, spin on sugar, bricks. From cotton, see, from sugarcane, sugar. From soil, bricks. From cotton, spin yarn. This is the secondary sector. From soil, we produce bricks, right? From sugarcane, sugar. These are the intermediary goods or secondary goods. The secondary sector covers activities in which natural products are changed into other forms. In this, natural products are changed into other forms in secondary sector. So it is done through ways of manufacturing that we associate with industrial activity. It is done through ways of manufacturing that we associate with industry activity. See, what are the differences between primary sector and secondary sector? See, in primary sectors involves extraction and production of natural resources. In secondary, process natural resources. Next, provides raw materials to the secondary sector. Converts raw materials provided by primary activities into finished or semi-finished goods. Right? Third one, dependent on secondary sector to speed up production in primary. In secondary, dependent on the primary sector for supply of raw materials. The fourth one, greater dependence on this sector indicates underdeveloped economy. In secondary, a shift of economic activities from primary to secondary sectors indicates a developing economy. For example, in primary sector, agriculture, mining and forestry. In secondary, manufacturing and construction. These are the differences between primary and secondary sector. Next, tertiary sector or service sector. See, transport, trade, communication, banking. These are the service sector or tertiary sector. These are activities that help in the development of the primary and secondary sectors. See, the following table shows the percentage of workers employed in different sectors in India in 1972, 73 and in 2009 to 10. After independence, in 1972, agriculture sector 74%, industry 11%, in service sector 15% employed. 2009-10, agriculture 53%, in industries 22%, in service sector 25% workers employed in service sector. In this table, what are the major changes that you observe from the above table? See, there are major changes in agriculture sector. In 1972, 74% employed. In 2009, 53% only. In service sector, 15% in 1972. In 2009, 25%. It increased. See, in industrial sectors, 1972, 11%. In 2009, 22%. Next, we'll go for GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. See, suppose there are two families. One is rich family, whereas the other is poor family. We can make such judgments as rich or poor based. The dress people in the family wear, vehicles they use to travel, food that they eat, house they live in, furniture and other equipment they have. Hospitals they go for treatment. These are the judgments. Alternately, income that these families earn is an important overall indicator. In GDP, we use the total value of goods and services produced in the country as the indicator of income for the country. The technical term denote this value is GDP. See, income that these families earn is an important overall indicator. See, for example, in 2005, 2015, we bought one car. Cost 12 lakhs. After 5 years, the car value is decreased. It will become 8 lakhs. See, the term gross refers to the total value amount made as a result of mobile. It can refers to things such as total profit or total sales. These are the gross value. See, gross value 12 lakhs, net value 8 lakhs. In 2015, 12 lakhs. In 2020, 8 lakhs. Here, how much difference, ma? 4 lakhs. That is called depreciation. See, net value, net refers to the amount left over after all deduction are made. Deduction or depreciation. It is the actual profit and includes the operating expenses that are excluded from gross profit. After deduction will be net value. See, this is called depreciation. 12 lakhs minus 8 lakhs, 4 lakhs. What is meant by depreciation? In accounting term, depreciation is defined as the reduction of recorded cost at a fixed asset in a systematic manner until the value of the asset becomes 0 or negligible. Reduction. Next, we'll go for domestic income and national income. Domestic income means the domestic income is the total income received by all sectors of an economy within country. Within our country. The domestic income is the total income received by all sectors, that are primary, secondary and service sector or tertiary sector. See, for example, total domestic income here 500. Within a country 300. From abroad we got 200. See, national income means already I told you, it is the total value, a country's final output of all new goods and services produced in 1 year. National income means it is the total value, a country's final output of all new goods and services produced in 1 year within a country. See here, total gross value 500, right? Net value within a country 300, abroad 200. So here total national income of the country is 300. Gross value of our country is 500. See here, this is the gross value. Without subtracting or without any deductions. Domestic means within geographical tertiary of nation. Product is all types of goods and services. See, GDP is classified into various categories. In that, in a given time period, within a geographical territory of a nation, total value of whole goods and services produced, whether produced by people or foreign nationals. Now, we'll know about what is GDP. GDP is the value of all final goods and services produced within a country during a particular year. In that, some of primary sector, secondary sector, and including tertiary sector. This is called GDP. See, in this table, we compare 1972 and 2009. The value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year. It provides the total production of the sector. See, in yellow color, that is the industrial sector. Blue one, agricultural sector. Green shows service sector. What is the value of in agriculture sector, ma?
Sir,
7 lakhs.
64,817
crores. In service sector, ma? It's 25 lakhs.
25 lakhs 78.
Industrial 11 lakhs 73,089 crores. That is industrial sector. See, service sector 25 lakhs 78,165 crores. This is the highest amount, the highest value in service sector. మా టైం అయిపోతే మళ్ళీ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి. See here ma, in primary sector 2,09,352 crores. In secondary sector 1,33,912 crores. See, in tertiary sector 2,43,082 crores. In 2009, see 7,64,817 crores in agriculture sector. In 11,73,089 crores. Industrial sector or secondary 25,78,165 crores. In tertiary sector, see 2,43,082 crores in 1972. In 2009, 25,78,165 crores. Major difference, right? ఇక్కడ చూడండి మా 2 lakhs నుంచి ప్రైమరీ సెక్టార్ లో 7 lakhs వచ్చింది అంటే ఇక్కడ టెర్షియరీ సెక్టార్ 2,43,000 నుంచి 25 lakhs వచ్చిందంటే చూడండి ఎంత మేజర్ డిఫరెన్స్ కదా. చూడండి ప్రైమరీ సెక్టార్ నుంచి ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నారు, సెకండరీ సెక్టార్ కి, తర్వాత టెర్షియరీ సెక్టార్ కి. చూడండి ప్రైమరీ సెక్టార్ లో 2,09,352 in 1972. In 2009, 7,64 crores.